Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're talking Temporal Rift again. Now, this was a post that they made to their Chinese community. I'm assuming there'll be an English one coming out sometime soon. But basically, we had the Temporal Rift come out. It was horrible. They buffed it. It was better, but it still wasn't. It was still very sad, especially for the players that could push. Now, I never got to the point of seeing if I could clear all of the rewards because we didn't have all the floors unlocked yet. So I wasn't sure. With the change that they did make, it was like I was thinking maybe for, you know, people who aren't clearing the entire Temporal Rift, if they could clear the new Temporal Rift, then maybe the rewards might be okay. But for the whales especially, and the people who just push really well, like better than me because I suck, they were just getting absolutely shafted on the rewards. So they made another post, and this one is looking a lot better. So it seems like we're going to get back to, you know, sweet rewards and hopefully a bit easier gameplay. So we'll go through the post that they made. Like I said, we'll probably get an English release of this because they are putting these updates up on the 22nd over in the CN version. So we'll probably be very close behind. But after the launch of the new Temporal Rift test season, we received suggestions and feedback from many players. We deeply regret the negative experience caused by these changes. In the previous seasons of the Temporal Rift, there was an obvious difference in the speed of obtaining resources brought by different floors. The total number of floors was very large, which is why some players were forced to climb the floors as soon as possible and consistently restarting fights to get more rewards, or had to neglect the mode due to difficulty. Now, this was a thing like the people who really push this, like you're pushing at the very start, you're climbing up, you're resetting your teams, you're going back, like it was just hectic. I don't do that hecticness, to be fair. So I did think that the mode really needed a change. When we look at AFK Arena, it gets less and less AFK, and this was another one of those things that was getting super grindy. So I am glad that they changed the way the mode works. But yeah, you can't just rip half the rewards or 70% of the rewards away by changing the way it works. It's never going to make people happy. All right. We don't want the Temporal Rift, to be a burden for the players. So this season, we are trying to make some changes. We want to improve the gaming experience of players who don't want to mess around, i.e. me, and players who can't climb high floors, me again, so that they can easily get most of the benefits and resources, as well as allowing adventurers who are willing to spend the time and effort studying the gameplay to get more incentives for rank rewards. The rank rewards, they talk about this in a sec, but I just think having, like, for the rank rewards, having some frames and stuff is fine. Like, that's all you need. Like, then people can flex. Like, that's what flex value is about. At the same time, we also hope to reduce the strategic complexity and minimal investment to enjoy the gameplay, improve the playability of the mode, and set certain intervals of the season so that everyone can relax. I definitely think we want to relax. So honestly, I think their intention going into this was really good. They wanted to, like, smooth out the mode, make it simpler, but I don't know whether they thought, oh, if we're making it easier, then maybe there shouldn't be as much rewards, but obviously the community let them know. And to be fair, AFK Arena is one of those games that is pretty decent at paying attention to the community and, like, making changes in line with what they want. I just know the first one was the skin, the first skin they released, which was the Brutus skin, and it had stats on it, and it was like a limited time thing. If you missed it, you didn't get the stats on. It's like, no, we are not putting stats on that, and they got rid of it. So in general, they are pretty good. There's been a few circumstances across the years. Honestly, I can't remember the other examples, but I just remember thinking there was. Anyway, keep going. However, after the launch, we noticed that the leaderboards was causing problems and pressure on everyone, because that's how you got your extra currency for the shop. Running the initial gameplay, some problems caused the adventurers a negative. That's a translation error, I think, but I suck at reading, so that could be a thing too. In addition to issues such as decreasing game rewards, let's face it, that was the big one, and inconvenient lifting, I think climbing, that is, which received the most feedback. We also optimized mechanisms based on priorities and actual development volume as follows. So here's the actual changes when we scroll back over here and up the top. Increase the length of the season and reducing the interval between them. The duration of the season will be increased to 90 days from the initial, from the interval between seasons, about 7 days. Let me roll over here. The change will take effect after the update of version 1.114 April 25. Inclusion of rating rewards in the awards of the defense forces. So I think that's just your climbing. You know, when you like got the defense. Wait, give me a sec. Oh, I can't even get into it because I'm in between runs. But you know when you're in the Temporal Rift and like you go to the rewards there. Yeah, it's in that bit. Just your standard floor rewards is what I'm assuming they're saying. The current rating will not contain awards and is intended only for demonstration. I think that means like ranking. Translations I always suck with. The change will take effect on April 22. Then here's the big one. The number of total awards will be increased and the total value of the awards will not be lower than previous seasons. Literally, they could have just made that the only change and people would have been quite happy. But at least they are adjusting a few more things. The change will take effect won't take effect till April 22. Optimized new features to improve the lifting experience. I think that just means the climbing experience. I think that's the translation thing. But once again, I don't really know too well. Added a team change feature. Dude, thank you. This was like the biggest one for me. I just could not be bothered because to change your team, you know how like in campaign and everything like that, we've got like the little arrow button and it like puts you into your teams and you get to slide them up and down. It doesn't have that at the moment. I was like, oh my God, I want to change my team, but I ended up just running it with the teams in the places they were because I couldn't be bothered swapping every character out. And then you start losing. It's like, oh, this is frustrating. So that is, thankfully they're making that change. Like that had to happen because that was infuriating. Optimize the initial number of floors that can be selected when calling again. I think that means when you reset, you can climb to a higher floor at your reset point. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. Take effect after the version update. That's on May 9. So it's kind of scattered. April 25, April 22, May 9. Automatic combat will be returned. It will be available for use after the update of version 1.115. I thought auto combat was in this one. I thought I remember doing auto combat in it, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing it. It is quite the possibility. I don't know. But anyway, that is the update to the Temporal Rift. We're getting all the rewards back. And that, my friends, is the most important thing of it all. But that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.